Here are some more elite training secrets that you can use to amplify your testosterone production. They're not even really secrets. It sounds really nice that way, but a lot of people just don't realize that these training principles are great methods for amplifying your testosterone production. And heavy lifting, which we already discussed, is the biggest one. You want to increase your intensity during your workouts, but we also want to increase your volume, especially with your major muscle group lifts, your compound lifts that we discussed earlier, your squat, your deadlift, your rowing or your pulling exercises, and your chest press as well. I almost lost that last one there. Your chest exercises as well. So what does having a higher training volume mean? And that just means that we are going to increase the number of sets and reps and total weight lifted as a result of your workout. So that's exactly how you calculate your training volume for a given workout, is you just multiply the sets of each respective exercise that you've done, the number of reps that you've done, and then multiply that times the amount of weight that you are lifting for each of those sets, and then you get the total weight lifted over the course of your exercise. So boning up on your training volume is going to be huge for producing more testosterone naturally. And here's the principle that we want to go into the gym with each time we go into is aim for at least 30 reps. I would say 30 to 50 or 30 to 60 reps of each of your major muscle group exercises that you go in for that day. So say you're working legs that day, you'd want to shoot for 30 to 50 reps or 30 to 60 reps of your squat and your deadlift. And you can do it over the course of a couple of different exercises. Like if you want to use a front squat, for instance, for half of those reps, and a barbell back squat for another half of those reps, just as long as you get that volume in. The other principle is, which this may be breaking your old workout habits as well, we typically like to train, or a lot of people like to train, with the 3x10 method of doing 3 sets and 10 reps of everything, or people do another common one is just 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps that they aim for during each set. And what we want to do here is we want to be going for, since we're increasing our heavy lifting, our workout intensity, we want to shoot for a lower amount of reps for each set. So we're going to be doing more total sets to knock out those reps over, because that heavier lifting is also going to increase testosterone production. So we're using this fused method here, I guess you could call it, of lifting heavier weights and also increasing our volume by having to do more sets to be able to hit that 30 to 50 rep range in there. So, for instance, you might want to do, if your goal is to hit 35 total reps, you might do a 5x7, so 5 sets of 7 reps during your set. Or you might want to do a 5x5 for those front squats we were talking about, and then 5x5 for back squats, so you can hit those 50 total reps. So we want to train at a high volume here for those heavy sets. The other thing that you will naturally improve over time as your testosterone increases by upping on your volume is your training density. And now what I mean by your training density is that as your testosterone production increases and your growth hormone production increases, you'll be able to do more work, lift more weight over the same period of workout time. So if you're keeping your workouts to, let's say, 45 minutes when you go in for your strength training, you'll be able to, 2 weeks from now, be able to perform more sets and lift more weight than you were today. 2 weeks ago, if you're looking at it from the perspective of your future self. So upping your volume and upping your heavy lifting intensity, barring that you are eating right, which we will discuss later, to up your testosterone production. Your body's going to naturally develop by requiring less recovery time between your workouts during the week, between your exercises, between your workout, and between your sets. So you're going to become a lot more efficient at working out because you've already increased your testosterone and growth hormone. And as a result of that increase of your testosterone and growth hormone, see how this is a compounded effect, because that's going to allow you to increase your training density. So from increasing your weights and lifting heavier and increasing your volume, you're already producing more growth hormone and testosterone, which will basically automatically increase your training density over time. And that's another way to just triple up on the testosterone production right there. So those are the 2 elite, I would say, training secrets of increasing your testosterone when you are working out.